of his punches. Doing a really good job of it.
Roldán is somewhat handicapped. Really handicapped totally. He's not taking advantage of it. He's more apt to stand there and trade punch for punch. Roldán much more of an opportunity.
It's a good shot again to the body by Hagler. Hagler senses that Roldán is hurt. He might be. It's a combination of hurt, tired, and wanting to get out of it.
I gave him that round. The doctor is now in there looking at the
El más pisa agarra Robledo.
Escuchame, tenés entrenamiento para 20 rounds, Roldán. Tenés entrenamiento para muchos rounds. No importa, entonces estate cerca y pegale siempre. Está ahí, mete mano y mano. Si lo podés poner en knockout. Lo podés poner en knockout en cualquier momento. No te entregué, viejo. Si estás entrenado, no te puedes estar cansado. Escuchame, no podés estar cansado.
We're seeing the hurt in the spirit of boxing.
He's going to be desperate, though. He didn't come in. 1, 2, bring him up. Once you get him in, yeah.
A magnificent gesture here of what fighting is really about. Let me ask you your honest opinion of that. This trainer saying, get in there and fight, you're okay, and the fighter is essentially saying, wait a minute, I'm not okay.
Well, the fighter is simply saying he doesn't want it anymore. He doesn't want to jeopardize it anymore, especially by being handicapped in the condition of Roldán.
Let's see if he wants to get out.
He was hit on the arm also.
And I think he's saying no more. That's it. It was a very interesting night. I think that's one way to put it.
It was a very, very interesting night. It was a game fight by Juan Roldán, and he impressed me tremendously. A great deal. Hagler, as usual, was the showman, technician, displayed his ability, displayed his talent.
And once again, you got to start asking the what ifs.